The Shadow Generations Collector's Editions have finally been making it to people's hands. And... oh my. Alright, I need to give you guys some background on this whole situation. So back in 2024, alongside the release of the game, on August 19th, 2024 specifically, it was announced that we would be getting an extensive collector's edition for this game. It would include the game, an art book, a steelbook cover, CDs, and so on. Most importantly though, it had a big Sonic and Shadow statue styled after the promotional renders for the game, all handled by LimitedRunGames. Pretty good, right? Well, we thought so, as many people managed to put their pre-orders in before the pre-order windows closed. Then the real game started. After a while, we heard nothing about what happened with the collector's edition until July. Yes, they really made people wait until July for an update. Mind you, by the way, this is when the statue was originally stated to be released. They stayed radio silent until then, not even like, oh hey, we're working on it or anything, just nothing. And this update was to inform that the statue had gotten a delay for another few months, pushed out of July. It was now going to be released in November. Keep this in mind for later. The whole reason stated for this was to perfect the statue for this amazing collector's edition. Again, please keep this in mind for later. Adding gasoline to the fire was the fact that now they seemingly had started shipping the day one editions of the game in July, almost a year later.
Dude, I'm so excited, man. So I ordered, from LimitedRunGames, the Sonic X Shadow Collector's Edition, and I get a package today. I'm like, oh my god, wow, it's been almost a year since I ordered this. Right, shortly it's here, and I go in the package, and I see, wow, they gave me a physical copy because the Collector's Edition is delayed. Guys, wow, I can finally play Sonic X Shadow Generation. This is thank you, LimitedRun.
Adding more to it was the fact that they announced another big collector's edition for Sonic Racing Crossworlds the month before this delay was announced. So before they even shipped and finished the Shadow one, they went and did another one. And they started taking pre-orders too. Like, come on, man, you can't make this up. If the quality was such an issue, focus on finishing the other one first, then the new one. It wasn't over though, because November came and went with no release of the statue, which again begged the question, where is it? Don't worry, they got you covered. They released an email to state that they're finally going to start shipping the collector's editions in December. We initially had to delay this beyond the original date because perfection was essential. The statue itself went through multiple revisions before we could sign off on it as the ultimate collector's item for fans. So they sneakily hid the fact that they delayed it again and that they'd start, quote unquote, to ship it in December. When in December? Anyone's guess. But hey, all good really. We finally have a solid final time frame. We have pictures of the finished product that don't look suspicious at all. What could go wrong? Well, you see, that would be answered on December 18th, when one of the many collector's editions arrived at people's houses. And god man, I can't even keep reading this straight. There's so much wrong with this statue. Where do I even begin? First off, the eyes. Shadow's angled eyes don't look anywhere near the promotional material promised they'd look like. And it really feels like a toy. And even that's an insult to Jack specific, because they've actually been doing just fine with Shadow, especially recently. And in this one specifically, you can see the seams of the plastic molds being fused together, and especially the cosmetic damage relating to the paint job done on both characters. Like, what is this, man? Shadow's white chest fur is bleeding into the black, and in the white in his eye, seeing a scrape of red paint. What? And then Sonic has this weird patch of blue here with the scratch mark on his chest.
I wasn't really seeing much online for videos on the figure yet. I think it's still pretty new coming into people's homes. But here's just a better look at what I received. There's like a lot of inconsistencies with like the paint. This is really upsetting because I don't even know how I would fix that. There's smudging on his eyes. There's red on the whites. There's just overall like a lot of bleeding paint. And I feel like for the price point and the delays, this isn't what I should have received. In fact, like I even feel like the base, it's like cheap plastic. I was expecting a bit more of a durable material for this part at least. I don't know if that's just me being picky, but overall, like, I think they could have done a lot better on this figure just in general.
Oh my god, I didn't even see this video in full screen. The paint job is even worse. I didn't even notice there was 2 tones of skin color on Sonic, dude. Like, how? And something that upset me personally was the material once they knocked on it. Something I withheld from you until this point was the fact that this thing was $250. God forbid you live in Europe too. Oh my god, it dropped like double the price. What upsets me personally is that this ended up looking so freaking cheap when other companies that have made statues made better products at a much lower price. You didn't need to spend like $250. And this specifically grinds my gears because this isn't a practical product. Its sole purpose is to sit there and look pretty. And especially for that price, all of us just expected it to be better. Like, obviously, it's a joke. It stings even more because they delayed it so many times to ensure quality control. Where is it then, man? An entire year later and you can't do better than a $20 to $30 figure? I hope you lose a Sonic license, because even Sega can do better themselves. The one that they released for Japan for Shadow Generations was just fine. And it released on time, mind you. Limited Run Games can't even face the music. They untag themselves and block people who are looking for answers from them. Instead, just choosing to go la 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 and pretend nothing's happening. You suck, man.